everyone. Sebastian, Laude, Vinita, and I are stepping into the role of the C-suite. I'm playing the CFO, and I've just gotten off a call with our CEO, Christian. Bad news, tariffs are back on the table. So much for an easy start to the week. As CFO, I know how quickly this can hit our margins and throw off our forecasts, unless we act fast. But here's the difference today. Because everything's connected in one suite, I'm not waiting around. The answers are right there, exactly when I need them. The moment the tariff bulletin drops, my AI agent Joule flags exposure across 5 of our key products. But thanks to SAP International Trade Management, we stay ahead, automating trade flows, adapting classifications, and staying compliant in over 160 countries. There's no delay, no endless back and forth. The classifications are done, compliance is covered, and we're ready to move. My AI classification agent simply prompts me to review the details and confirm. By automating and securing compliance from the start, we make it a non-issue, freeing me up to focus on bigger strategic decisions. Next, I need to understand the financial impact. But instead of stitching together spreadsheets and chasing down data from multiple teams and tools, I can see the full picture right here. Planning and margin simulations side by side, showing exactly how tariffs affect our forecast and where the pressure points are. But now comes the critical question. What's the right move? Well, the heat map lays it out. I can compare 3 options instantly, explore each path, and clearly see the real trade-offs across revenue, margin, and risk. One strategy stands out, a coordinated approach that combines working capital optimization and targeted shifts in sales mix. Together, these levers protect our gross margin, manage cost of goods sold, and keep us on course for profitable growth, even in the face of tariff pressures. And this isn't guesswork. The financial impact is clear before we commit. And because this is all built on a connected suite, this becomes a unified plan across finance, supply chain, sales, and HR, aligned and ready to execute. Finally, it's time to act. Joule scans our financial data for liquidity opportunities and presents me with 2 clear strategic options, whether that's adjusting payment terms or exploring financing opportunities with SAP Taulia. A single click releases 1 million euros in working capital. No disruption, no waiting. In minutes, I can select the lever that aligns with our liquidity strategy and take action. This isn't just another report. It's a clear decision I can act on fast and with confidence. Protecting our bottom line matters, but real success means growing top-line growth. And that's where I hand over to our Chief Revenue Officer, Sebastian. Over to you.
Thank you, Laura. Now that we've established compliance and understood financial impact, it's time to shift gears from defense to offense. I'm stepping into the role of a Chief Revenue Officer, and my focus is clear. How do we sustain growth? Managing growth at times of uncertainty means staying agile. I need to dig deeper. How do we convert our current pipeline and achieve the revised revenue targets? Which markets and segments are bringing new opportunities? SAP Sales Cloud and SAP Business Data Cloud help me to easily estimate my realistic attainment with the AI-driven predictive forecasts. I see the critical risks highlighted and can plan initiatives to safeguard any revenue leak. Augmented with market data, I arrive at segments with notable growth potential and decide to launch targeted demand generation campaigns using SAP Immersis. Here on, it's all about execution. And in today's world, selling needs to be intelligent and connected across the full customer lifecycle, enabling sellers to respond to exceptions quicker. In SAP Sales Cloud, my frontline sales teams are empowered with key insights and autonomous agents, and of course, an amazing user experience to mitigate risks, improve velocity, and drive trusted sales engagements. They're able to configure and build compelling codes using SAP CPQ, leveraging market-specific dynamic pricing insights. Even with uncertain market conditions, The connected suite and embedded insights ensure that my sales teams are set up to win. In a nutshell, with SAP's AI-powered sales, service, commerce, and CPQ solutions, we're not just closing deals and resolving issues. We're building lifetime relationships and lasting revenue streams. Now that our customer-facing strategy is gaining momentum, the next step is to ensure that our operations and supply chain can also support with equal agility. I need close alignment with our Chief Operating Officer. So with that, over to you, Laura.
Thanks, Sebastian. Now that we have a clear sales strategy aligned with our financial plan, it's time to make sure our supply chain is ready to deliver. I'm stepping into the role of Chief Operating Officer, where execution meets resilience. As COO, my first move is to respond to the updated demand projection I just received from the CRO. With Joule, SAP's AI copilot, the relevant supply chain scenario is created automatically, and Joule guides me through the next best actions. I start by rebalancing my inventory levels to reflect the new regional demand shifts directly in SAP Integrated Business Planning. This automatically updates our supply strategy and transportation plans, immediately flagging key exceptions that need my attention. As I review the scenario, I realize the regional shift puts pressure on upstream supply. Using SAP Business Network, I can quickly collaborate with our suppliers, confirming component availability and securing logistics capacity early, minimizing bottleneck risks. This is, by the way, much more effective than my old method, the avalanche of daily emails. To stay ahead of risks, I share the adjusted supply chain plan with finance and sales in real time. Together, we fine-tune the sales plan, ensuring we meet demand without unnecessary inventory buildup or financial losses. And the best part, I can execute the entire plan directly from my supply chain dashboard, keeping manufacturing, procurement, and logistics aligned and moving as one. And now it's time to align the people strategy to the newest changes. Handing over to you, Vinita.
Thank you, Laura. Finally, this comes to me as the CHRO. Based on my analysis of the demand projections from the CRO and the supply chain changes from the COO, I need to adjust the people strategy quickly for strategic locations and critical skills. That means encouraging our skilled employees to take on new opportunities, hiring new talent, and building the right skill set across our organization to meet the growing demand on our business. We need to do all this while optimizing our people and operational costs around the globe. Leveraging workforce and skills data from SAP SuccessFactors in People Intelligence in Business Data Cloud, we can quickly analyze our current workforce landscape, providing real-time insights to identify gaps, prioritize upskilling, and guide our workforce strategy. For example, which employees already have the skills we need to fill critical gaps? These analytical insights allow us to proactively plan, recruit, and mobilize the talent for now and the future, rather than just simply reacting. It's not just about short-term fulfillment. It's also about getting the right people into the right roles at the right time, regardless of the source. That's true workforce agility. Back to you, Laura.
Thanks, Vinita. What you just saw is what happens when the entire C-suite is in sync. Finance, sales, operations, and HR, all working off the same data, acting in real time, and moving together. The SAP Business Suite helped us get there. One team, a clear strategy, shared priorities. Now we're ready to act.